and good afternoon. It is Friday and it is time for our Lunch and Learn. Now, I'm really excited to talk to you today because we're going to be talking about cucumbers. Now, you might not get excited about cucumbers, but we're going to talk about that anyway. And cucumbers have 17 different benefits for your health, which I did not know until I was doing my research. So as you know, I am not medical. I do a lot of research, and we do have a holistic clinic right here in downtown Humble, Texas. However, I have partners all over the world. So if you don't happen to be local, then we can probably hook you up with somebody that we know that's going to give you some really good tips on how to regain your health. Now, I don't know what you know about cucumbers, but almost everybody has at one time or another grown them in your home garden. They are used just as they come in salads and that kind of thing, or my favorite is to put them in a brine of some sort and make pickles out of them because I love pickles. And you may or may not know that cucumbers make pickles. And so we want to know that the cucumbers are really, really healthy, and there are a lot of things that they can do, from preventing diseases to helping you stay healthy. So I did not know that cucumbers could prevent diseases, and they're really cheap. You can get them at the grocery store for almost no money. Okay, and so there's something that's really, really good. So we're going to talk about that. As I said, you can eat them raw or you can pickle them. You can put them in water and you can diffuse them, and they'll flavor your water if you like that. Some people don't really like the taste. I don't think they have a strong taste. I'm not opposed to it. However, as I said, I prefer the pickles. Okay, it is part of the melon and squash family. I think you probably know that. And it has been used as traditional medicine since ancient times. And so you probably did not know that. It is a pain reliever. I did not know that. So my experience with cucumbers is putting it in my salad, making pickles out of it. And then, of course, we see people at the spa, they've got their little circles of cucumber over their eyes so that we know that it's cooling and it's rejuvenating and that kind of thing. However, I did not know there was a whole lot of science behind it. We're going to talk about the science behind it today. So, as I said, cucumbers keep you really, really hydrated. It says that they are approximately 96% water, so they are particularly effective in promoting hydration. Now, we have a scale here at the clinic, and it will tell you what your hydration levels are. And let me just tell you, a lot of people come in and they're like 30% hydrated. Your body is 75, 73% water. So if you're not hydrated more than 30%, you're going to have a lot of inflammation. You're going to have a lot of aches and pains and that kind of thing. So cucumbers will, keep you hydrated. They are useful for weight loss. I didn't know that. I know we know that people that are on diet plans, they eat a lot of salad and that kind of thing. But cucumbers are very, very helpful for that. Each half serving of cucumber offers just 7.8 calories. So there's very little to it other than water, as I said. In an analysis, consuming high water, low calorie foods was linked to significant reduction in body weight. So one of the things that you can do with the cucumber is that you can, as I said, make it into a pickle, or you could just cut it into spear forms and just munch on it throughout the day. I mean, it's just easy to take it. It eases osteoarthritis pain. In a study, using 10 milligrams of an aqueous extract of cucumber twice a day proved effective in reducing the pain related to moderate knee osteoarthritis and can be used to address knee pain, stiffness, and physical functions related to the condition. So who knew that? If you have arthritis, instead of reaching for I don't want to say a brand name because I'll get in trouble for that, but you know what I'm talking about, the over-the-counter pain relievers, then you can just reach for cucumbers instead, and you're going to see that it reduces that arthritis pain. Goes on, osteoarthritis is caused by wear and tear on the joints. It presently has no known cure. It is conventionally managed through high dose of painkillers and anti-inflammatory drugs. Of course, we just said that. It helps treat liver damage. So how do we get liver damage? Well, obviously, the first thing that's going to come to your mind is liver damage caused by overconsumption of alcoholic beverages. However, there is a sickness and disease called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So those people eat a lot of carbohydrates, the breads, the cereals, the noodles, the pasta, all that kind of stuff. And what they are experiencing, what they can experience with all those carbohydrates is that they have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And so nobody wants that. Why? Because your liver is your most, it is the biggest filter of your body. However, it is the most effective filter to get the toxins out of your body. And so if you have fatty liver disease, then you're not going to be very effective at clearing things out of the body, and you're going to have a weight issue because a congestive liver does not lend itself to weight loss. So we want to look at this. We want to look at cucumbers for helping the liver. Heat-treated cucumber juice showed a significant protective benefit on alcohol detoxification in animal subjects, suggesting a potential use in treating liver injury through excessive alcohol consumption. So hopefully none of us do that, okay? I know I grew up in the 70s, sex, drugs, rock and roll, all that kind of stuff. Still, thankfully, didn't get into all of that. Thankfully, my parents raised me a little bit better than that, and we made better choices. Not that I made 100% good choices. However, my liver is really good. But if that's something that you have in your past and we need to work on your liver, just eating a lot of cucumbers is going to help with that. The fifth thing is that it may lower your blood sugar. One of the diseases that is gaining significantly in the United States is diabetes, type 2 diabetes. And what is that? That is poor sugar metabolism. So the cucumber can lower your blood sugar. A number of animal studies show that cucumbers may effectively reduce and control blood sugar levels. Another study induced diabetes in animal subjects, provided them with cucumber peel extract, and found that the peel reversed most of the changes associated with diabetes, causing a reduction in blood sugar levels. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was little, I used to eat apples, and I wanted to peel the apples because I didn't like the way the peeling was. And my mom told me, and my mom was right, that a lot of the health benefits were in the peel. So if you're going to do cucumber, don't peel it. You need the peel because it is what is in the peel is going to help you with your blood sugar issues. So if you don't like the way the peel is, then maybe you can pulverize it. Maybe you can make it into a paste. Maybe you can put that into some other food, a smoothie or something like that, so that it's not offensive to you, but you're still going to get the health benefits from that. Cucumber has anti-cancer effects. Nobody wants to get cancer, and yet I think it's 1 in 3 women and 1 in 2 men will have cancer at some point in their life. And so cucumbers have anti-cancer benefits. The aqueous extract of cucumber contains bioactive compounds that exert anti-cancer activity. And this is a quote. Our conclusion supports additional in-depth study of this pharmacologic activity as a malignant tumor agent, wrote the researchers in the Saudi Journal of Biological Sciences. Cucumber supports brain function. So who doesn't need that? We all need cognitive abilities, right? We all want to avoid dementia and Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and all that kind of stuff. If you are attention deficit and you have focus issues or brain fog, this might be something that you want to look at because it supports healthy brain function. Fresh cucumbers were ground and turned into a paste of varying concentrations. The conclusions, researchers wrote in the I don't even know if I can say this word, pharmacogeny, I'm going to spell it, Pharmacognosy. I've never seen that word before. Journal. Quote, they helped increase cognition in animal models. And so if that's something that you've got brain fog and that kind of thing, cucumbers may help with that. Cucumbers promote regular bowel function. Now, we don't talk about this here in the United States, and most people are surprised to learn that you should be moving your bowels 2 to 3 times a day every day. Why is that? Because holistically, we want a 18 to 24 hour bowel transit time. From the time you eat something to the time you get rid of the waste products, we want that to be 18 to 24 hours. So if I eat 3 meals today, then I want to go to the bathroom 2 to 3 times a day the next day, because we want to have that short bowel transit time. We have a little test that you can take to find out what your bowel transit time is. A lot of people don't know, but there's something that we'll post that in the comments so you can look at that and you can figure out where you are. If you have children, I would encourage you to do a poop chart for your children so you can find out if they're moving their bowels effectively. Every mother knows, every grandmother knows, and hands-on dads know that when you take an infant and you feed an infant, within 20 minutes after that infant feeding, either nursing or bottle fed, they're going to have a bowel movement. Why is that? Because the body knows it's got to get rid of the waste products. So this is something that most people don't know, and eating cucumbers is going to help with that. Cucumbers are water-rich and help prevent dehydration, which is a major risk factor in constipation. Staying properly hydrated can improve stool consistency as well as regularity. The seeds, while having a cooling effect on the body, are used to prevent constipation. So if constipation is something that you deal with, then adding cucumbers into your diet is going to really help you. They don't say how much you need to do, but they say add them in. The 9th benefit is that it's very, very soothing to the skin. And we know, because we always see on the spa photos, we see that they've got cucumbers on their eyes, okay, cucumber coins. Cucumber is known for its soothing effect on skin irritations and its ability to reduce swelling. It also has the power to alleviate pain from sunburn. Now, hopefully you don't go out and get sunburned, because we know that that's not really good for the skin. However, sun exposure is very, very healthy. Why is that? Because sun exposure helps your body promote or produce vitamin D. We need vitamin D. Vitamin D is an anti-cancer. Some people call it an enzyme. Some people call it a hormone. Okay, it's not really a vitamin. But if your vitamin D levels are high enough, it's really hard for your body to have cancer. It's really hard for your body to have viruses, and it's really hard for you to go into depression. So on your medical reference range, you're going to see that 30 to 100 is your normal range. Holistically, we want you to be above 60. Okay, so that's a real big difference between what the medical professions say and what holistic people say. We want to have really, really good vitamin D. So we don't want to limit sun exposure, but at the same time, we don't want to get burned. So be careful about that. Cucumbers help prevent wrinkles, and I am all about that. I am all about anti-aging. I am all about making sure that we have everything that we need. A clinical trial showed that cucumber juice can be as effective in the skin to prevent wrinkles, and it restores elasticity of the skin. Now, as we get older, right, we lose collagen, we lose hyaluronic acid, and we have all those issues. So cucumber is going to help with that. It is a potent anti-inflammatory. What is inflammation? Inflammation is the body saying, hey, I have a problem. All of my immune system needs to rise to the occasion. And inflammation is a good thing because your body's resources, your body's defense mechanisms are going to kick in and they're going to help keep you healthy. However, chronic inflammation leads to chronic disease, and nobody wants that, okay? So cucumbers are anti-inflammatory. There is an amino acid in cucumbers, and it's called the IDOBRI, I don't know what that stands for. It functions as an anti-inflammatory agent, and it is important in the diet. It warrants further study according to an investigation in 2020. So that's really, not old news. This is new news. So if you have any inflammatory issues, so what is an inflammatory issue? Diabetes, arthritis, high blood pressure, okay? A viral load, a fungal load, all of those are inflammatory. If you've got psoriasis, eczema, anything like that, okay? Contact dermatitis, anything like that, then you've got inflammation, and we want to make sure that you have cucumbers available to help you with that. It supports bone health. A half a cup provides 8.53 milligrams of vitamin K. Based on a review of the current literature, supplementing with vitamin K1, the type that's found in cucumbers, and K2 can reduce the incidence of fractures among postmenopausal women. So if you're in my age group, you may have been diagnosed with osteopenia or osteoporosis. Now, we've just come across some really exciting news here in the clinic with a bioavailable ionic calcium that reverses, it reverses osteoporosis in 3 to 8 months. Now, it's not something that is easy to get a hold of because it's extremely expensive. However, when you can reverse a chronic disease that the medical profession says there's no reversing, right? They've got medications that they tell you will help maintain what you've got. What we want to do in holistic health circles is we want to reverse that, aging in reverse, right? So if you've been diagnosed with that, that's an issue with you, then reach out to us because we do have a supplement that is very, very effective. I've got the clinical data that proves that. In the meantime, increase your cucumber because that's going to help prevent fractures, okay? It is a good natural eye mask. Research suggests that applying the cucumbers to your eyes can be a part of cooling effect on the skin, hydrating the eyes and surrounding area, and helping to reduce dark circles due to its vitamin K levels. So if you've got Sjogren's is an autoimmune disease, and one of the hallmarks of Sjogren's is dry eye. So if you happen to have that, then you want to put cucumbers on your eyes because it will hydrate them and it will alleviate that symptom, all right? Cucumbers also support cardiovascular health. So if you have any kind of heart issue, if you have any kind of circulation issue, high blood pressure, that kind of thing, there is a component in the cucumber that prevents atherosclerosis on top of tested effectiveness against inflammation, cancer, and diabetes. So that's really, really exciting because guess what? Hypertension is a big deal. It's a big deal here in the United States, probably because of our poor diet, okay? So these are some things that we can do to help correct that. It cucumbers slashes mortality risk. It slashes your potential for dying, okay? Beta carotene, found abundantly in the cucumber, is an important provitamin, all right? In a meta-analysis, it showed that dietary or circulating circulating beta carotene was inversely associated with the risk of all-cause mortality, citing the possibility of extending the human lifespan. So all-cause mortality, that means anything that's going to cause you to die, okay? Cucumbers in your diet is going to help avert that. That's huge. And that was in a meta-analysis. They didn't tell me how many of the subjects that were there, but a meta-analysis is a huge control group. And so that's something that we need to look at. All right. 16, it helps combat prostate cancer. So all of my men friends out there, if your PSA is high, if you're concerned about your PSA, then cucumbers will help combat prostate cancer. Now, there are studies that I have read that said that men that consume a large amount of milk have a higher incidence of prostate cancer. Why is that? because here in the United States, we have a lot of hormones and a lot of antibiotics in our milk. And so what we want to make sure is that if you are drinking milk, like my husband, he loves milk, we make sure that he has organic milk so that he doesn't have any hormones in it or any antibiotics in it. And his PSA is perfect. So we're really excited about that. However, if you have been diagnosed with prostate cancer, then this cucumber is something that you might want to look at. It says that there is a naturally occurring compound in the cucumber that significantly and specifically inhibits prostate cancer cell growth. That's awesome. That is just amazing. Cucumbers. You can buy cucumbers everywhere and they're not expensive, okay? The 17th thing is that it protects against diabetes complications. In a study, cucumbers were able to prevent oxidative stress and carbonyl stress, and it is considered a safe and suitable way to protect against the complications typically observed in diabetes. So this is really, really important. Now I want to talk to you about oxidative stress. What is oxidative stress? Oxidative stress is when you have a lot of free radicals in your body. We all do, okay? It has to do with the way your food and the chemical, and it has to do with all of that kind of stuff. So what happens with free radicals, you have electrons, and the electrons break off and they create free radicals. The free radicals are what age us, and they're what causes inflammation and causes us to have disease. Now, when you have a diet that is high in fruits and vegetables, and you can actually absorb those fruits and vegetables, the carotenoids in the fruits and vegetables, your body uses those, turns those into antioxidants. The antioxidants combat the free radical damage. So think of free radical damage as rusting on a car. So if you have a vehicle and you've got a rust spot, what are you going to do? You're going to take your, whatever you take, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know, but you're going to take your stuff and you're going to take the rust off and you're going to paint it with a rust proofing something or another, because you know that rust is going to deteriorate and cause your vehicle not to function. It's not going to look pretty, and it's going to cause it not to function well. If it's something that has to sustain weight, like a chair or something like that, that rusts out, you can sit in that chair and that rust weakens that material and you'll fall through the chair, right? Same thing with our bodies. The carotenoids, the body uses chemical processes to turn those carotenoids into antioxidants, and the antioxidants combat the free radical damage. So we're not rusting from the inside out. Now, when you look at your body and you have wrinkles, that's rusting from the inside out. And you may say, oh, Dr. Polly, that's just age. Well, yeah, it is age. Why is that? Because you have an accumulation of the free radicals. So what do we do here, right? Because we're all about anti-aging. We're all about all the good stuff. So remember, we have the PS3 scanner. Doesn't say that on there. It says Pharmanex on there, but this is the PS3 scanner. What we do is we have a little laser under here. We take the heel of your hand right here. We put it on that laser. It takes 30 seconds. It doesn't take any time at all. What that does is it measures the carotenoids in your skin. Carotenoids are what make your fruits and vegetables the very beautiful colors that they are, the reds, the blue, the green, the yellow. That's why dietitians tell you to eat the rainbow. Why is that? Because you get all of those carotenoids into your system. Now, hopefully you get them into your system, but then your system absorbs them. You're not just, getting rid of all of it in the, in the waste products. You want to be absorbing those. So this laser on your skin tells us how much you are absorbing. Now, I wear this little purple bracelet. So when we're looking at this, let me see if I can just pull this up real quick, because there is a scan, right, that we look at. I don't know. I don't want that. I want this. I want this. Okay. Just looking at this, right, you can see that this person scanned in the yellow. We want you to scan in the purple. Most people, when they come in, they scan in the red. Okay, so what that means is you may be getting a lot of fruits and vegetables in your diet, but you're not absorbing them. If you're not absorbing them, then you're not going to be getting what you need. And so the good thing about this little scanner, as I said, it's $20. You come in, it takes longer to fill out the iPad with your name and your your name and your email address, because the company will send you an email. This is what you need to do. Okay, down and dirty, very easy. What everybody wants is to have a purple bracelet. Nobody comes in and gets a purple bracelet. I've never had anybody come in. Now, I have had people that come in, they're in the red or they're in the yellow or wherever they are, and they progress by taking the vitamins that are guaranteed to move your score number, okay? So this is a real easy thing to do for your antioxidants, for your free radical damage. And as you do that, then you're going to see that your skin looks better, your body functions better, and all of the inflammation that you're dealing with, the aches, the pains, the soreness, all that kind of stuff just goes away. We had a lady that came in yesterday, arthritis, inflammation, fatigue, just nothing was going great. We did a gut reset on her. Arthritis pain is gone. The fatigue is gone. The brain fog is gone. She's a happy mama. And she lost 13 pounds in the process. So why is that? Because inflammation keeps weight on. So that's tons and tons of information that I've given you about the cucumber. Everything that you have going on with you has to do with free radical damage. Cucumbers are a really good way to combat that. So go to the grocery store, get some cucumbers. If you don't like the way they taste, then brine them, pickle them, do whatever you need to do so that you get them into your diet, because they really are a miracle food and they're going to help you do better. So it is the weekend. Take care of yourself. I know we've got a long weekend here in the United States. So do a lot of self-care, make memories with your family. Know that we love you, and I will see you next week. Thanks for joining us.